All right, welcome back to the channel, and buckle up because this one's been rough. So I jumped onto Ryan Condon's chase race on the brutal big ring, but this is with a custom finish at 34.5k, which is near the top of the climb. So this is a chase race, and starts off with the old school categories, and in this case D-Cat. They went off first, followed 6 minutes later by the C category. Then my group, B category, was 3 minutes after that. And finally, the big hitters, the A category, chased us down with just a 2-minute gap behind the B. So yeah, chaos was 100% guaranteed. Now I've been feeling ill all week, but in true Zwift addict fashion, I lined up anyway. And spoiler alert, my body didn't thank me for it. So let's dive into the suffering.
Hey Eric, thanks for joining. Absolutely, Ryan. Great event. It looks like great turnout. Let's do this, guys. Fans on.
Too late
Think you'll have to
quit.
look up here, Ryan. Let's start as we mean to go on. Good luck, guys. Let's go.
And as you can imagine, with 110 riders starting in the B and such a big pack, it went flat out from the start. And straight away, I'm already pushing over 4 watts per kilo. And I'm feeling it, I'm not going to lie. I am feeling it from the first pedal stroke. So we're 45 seconds in and I'm already reaching for my inhaler because my airway is just closing up and I just can't seem to breathe. For those wondering, I've got something called exercise-induced asthma, so it does kind of the high-intensity stuff kicks my backside a little bit, but I'm carrying something at the minute, and I think that's kicking my backside a little bit more than just the standard exercise that flares it up. So I've sped it up a little bit now because this is I would say, uneventful part, but we do stay together a little bit, even though the pace is just under kind of 50k an hour. But we are on the flat. We're ranging kind of like 45k an hour up to 50k an hour, and this is absolutely relentless. I don't care what anyone says. It was a ridiculous pace. And it is the only time that I have never felt the benefit of the draft. So I am having to kind of keep surging every now and again, because as soon as I get comfortable, I'm off again, which is a bit unusual. I'm not kind of used to that, and I'm pushing really hard here at 4 watts per kilo just to try and stay intact, and then I'm having to surge again just to get back on the back. And you'll notice at this point I disappear off the screen because my camera fell over, but I do manage to regain it a little bit later. And like I say, I'm just sprinting back on just to try and get back on the pack, but I'm not getting any benefit once I'm there either. This was the soul-destroying moment where I just couldn't keep up with them anymore, and I actually thought about rage quitting for a little bit, but then I thought if I just drop off the pace a little bit, maybe try and sort my breathing out, I might be able to get with another group and hopefully just finish. And these guys come flying past me, and I thought I could have maybe stayed with them, but as they were coming past, I just didn't have anything in me. And at that stage, I had a word with myself and dug deep and decided I was going to bridge that 6-second gap that they had to start with. because maybe it would be a little bit more beneficial for me to try and get on and work with another group. So I tried my hardest and I managed to get on. Fortunately, I was going a bit too quick, so I ended up straight on the front, which is not where I wanted to be. And I kind of wanted to get back to this group and maybe catch my breath a little bit. So this group worked really well and I caught my breath, so I decided to go on the front and take my turn on the front. I did notice that we were starting to catch some of the stragglers ahead, and that was good because the more people we kind of pick up, the bigger the pack we become, and then the pack dynamics hopefully means we'll go along. We've picked up our first C rider and then another B, but they latched on, so that was great. And then we had a slightly bigger pack pushing on, and hopefully we're going to keep picking off one or two more. Right now, the first lot of A's come through. Now, I've done a few of these chase races in the past, and that is the fastest A group I have ever seen, because they came past like we were standing still, and we've never been caught within the first 12k of a race before. And I don't think it has anything to do with the other riders around me or how I'm feeling. I just think that was an absolute elite group of A's, to the point where they've actually dropped some of their own. And the good thing is, it means we're starting to build a bit of a stronger bunch now to be able to push on. So I'm quite pleased with that. So you'll see on the mini map there then, we're starting to kind of catch quite a lot of C's now, and a few more A's have joined our group. But I do see that we are starting to catch some of the D's. There's a D that's just gone through, and it is just to kind of show how relentless and how quick this pace really is. Even after I dropped, this group that I'm with, still a really, really strong group. What's great to see is when the C riders latch on, because they're only going to get stronger, the same as what we are when we latch onto the A riders. And that's like I say, I've said it a million times, iron sharpens iron. If you ride with stronger people, you will get stronger. So we're about halfway through the video now, and we're pushing all the way along the flat towards the base of the climb. I'll just kind of refer to the title of the video then, and the Zwift addiction is real. So you definitely get a bit of fear of missing out, and you have to remember it is a video game, and video games are addictive. The only difference with this video game is it's not your thumbs that you're using, it's your body you're putting through it. So I would massively recommend taking rest in between sessions. I'm kind of my own worst enemy at that. I don't often rest enough. I often race anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week, and that's not great. But this week I've had probably the worst week I could have had Zwifting wise, and it's because I've just not listened to my body. From Monday evening, which was the Z racing, where that was a ridiculously fast pace, but it was prime time Monday night, so what do you expect? But that kind of took it out of me more than I knew, and I felt it. Tuesday was ZRL, and that's always hard. The Zwift Racing League is nails. It's always going to be nails. Then did a ladder race on Thursday, and then this on Saturday. So 4 races this week, and I think I felt it Monday that I was carrying something, but I'm very addicted to Zwift, so I kind of fought through and hoped that my legs would carry me, but my legs haven't carried me, and if anything, my legs have been worse because the rest of my body's kind of trying to fight whatever it is I've got. So I think a couple of days rest is definitely needed after this. So although I am feeling really under the weather, kind of 40 minutes in, I do get a little bit of a second wind. I had mentioned on Discord, I don't know where the first wind was to start with, but I do kind of start feeling a little bit like better, like I've warmed into it a little bit, but it's just in time for the thing that I hate the most, which is climbing. But I'm fine with it. I know we're not going doing the full 22k remaining as a custom finish, so we've only got 5k to go, but majority of that is going to be uphill. So another puff of the inhaler, and then I start to go. And actually, to be fair, I started off relatively strong and managing to maintain a decent average over that first part of the climb, and I think I was kind of hoping that I could have held it for the rest of it. It was at this point that the group stopped working really as a group, and everyone just was kind of fighting on the climb, which probably the wrong thing to do. I think we probably would have done a bit better if we'd paced it, but I say we would have done it better. They managed to drop some riders, and I was one of those riders eventually. And as you can see, we're still picking off other riders as we're going up, because the pace is still pretty high. And I'm kind of ranging anywhere from 3 watts per kilo to over 4 watts per kilo on this climb to start with. And if you know anything about some of my videos, this is a little bit of my kryptonite. So I use my feather relatively early, right, with still 2.4k to go. And as you can see, we are now spread out all over the place. And the group that I was with for majority of that flat are now 14 seconds ahead of me. So I am dropped again. So this is where I'm starting to feel it again now. Even though we're 900 meters to go, I can just the colour's kind of drained out of me a little bit now. And as you'll see, I've hit my weekly goal, 250 stress points. I'm definitely well above that. Zwift is a little bit weird with it, but if you check Strava, I was actually at 319 at this point. And then I do have to get out the saddle for this last piece. There was a couple of guys come past me on the line, but I wasn't really that bothered. And then we finish. My God, that was disgusting. I have overdone my weekly stress score by the looks of it.
Same.
And that's a wrap on what might be one of the worst decisions on a bike lately. Racing sick in a relentless chase race like that is not great. Sometimes the love of Zwift clouds judgment, and today was one of those days. I didn't have the legs, I didn't have the lungs, but still pushed through, and I've definitely paid the price. Lesson learned, and I'd say to everyone, listen to your body, or you'll listen the hard way. If you ever ignore the warning signs and you've raced anywhere, let me know in the comments. I know I'm not alone here. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss the next one, and hopefully when I'm actually healthy. Thanks for watching. Ride smart, recover harder, and I'll see you in the next race.